Another big story tonight, a Newport News pastor is dead. Police say he was murdered during a mission trip to Florida.
Officers in Jacksonville say the suspect, Terrence Wright, beat Pastor John Henry Bowser to death with a hammer. Then Wright drove Bowser's car to the police station and turned himself in.
Well, 10 on your side's Ann McNamara spoke to the pastor's friends and family today in Newport News. Ann.
Guys, the pastor founded the church behind me, the Glorious Church of Jesus Christ, back in 1959. He then expanded his ministry all across the country and even into Florida, where he delivered his final sermon. Today, that sermon has a little more meaning. He told the crowd, "Love your enemies."
I talk to him every day. It's not a day went by I didn't talk to my father.
The one day Pastor J.H. Bowser didn't talk to his daughter was his last day on earth. Bowser was in Florida tending to his church, one of the many he founded during his 50 years of service. His daughter Melissa was at their home church in Newport News.
When I got the call, it just took me.
And I was in heaven praying. I was on my knees praying, and I hear the secretary, his daughter, she hollered out, "What? My daddy been killed."
Associate Pastor R.W. Hill got right back to praying. He needed strength to accept what had happened. Florida police say this man, Terrence Wright, murdered Bowser in his own home, beat his head with a hammer. Police say the motive was money. Wright told officers he needed it to buy crack cocaine.
If you wanted the money, he would have gave you the money. That's the type of person he was. Why did you do that to my father?
But Melissa Bowser knows her father would want her to forgive. He said so in his last sermon.
In fact, his last message was love. We must love everybody. He even talked about it Sunday, how you got to even love your enemies and pray for them that despitefully use you. He preached that Sunday in Jacksonville.
Bowser's funeral will be held in this church in Newport News. Bishop Hill knows the pews will be overflowing with people there to hear his eulogy. He prays God will give him the right words, will help him carry out Bowser's mission.
Well, he realized that one day he was going to have to go, and he would, always tell me, to be strong and carry on just like he did. And that's what I intend to do.
And they're expecting huge crowds for that service. They're expecting hundreds of people. This church behind me is small. It only holds a couple dozen, but Bowser was very clear when he was alive. He said, "This is where I want to pass," and so this is where they will hold that funeral service in the coming week. Live in Newport News, I'm Ann McNamara, 10 on your side.